Every 7 years, there's meant to be a rest. God wanted everything to rest, and he wanted things to return to their original owners. So, 7 years following the first warning, the first calamity, was the first one was the calamity itself, was the towers. The second one was the Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, the whole Lehman Brothers, the whole collapse, financial collapse, which included
in 2008, happened
right,
in September, if people remember.
7 years later.
Yeah, and that was right on the Feast of Tabernacles too,
yep.
right at the beginning.
Yep.
And it fell 777 points.
It did.
Okay.
It did. It all 7%. I mean, they were all sevens. I mean,
then the next.
The third calamity, 7 years from 2008, is 2015.
Yes. Now, which is why I felt it important to do this show. There's 2015, but there's something happening in 2014. Some things happening that are extremely interesting. Eclipses of the moon, which in of itself is not real unusual, but here is what is very, very unusual. This one happens April 15th when Passover starts. This one happens when the Feast of Tabernacles starts, October 8th. This one happens when Passover starts in April 4th, 2015. And then again when Feast of Tabernacles starts, September 28th, 2015. These are all
blood moons.
Well, black moons, yeah. Red moons, eclipses of the moons. Anyway, that just so happens, and this doesn't happen very often. It happened in 1967, the war that Israel had. Happened in 1492 on a feast day when the Jews got kicked out of Spain, I think it was, and again 1949 after they got their homeland, but there was a war that happened anyway. Very, very significant prophetically, and there's other dates here that there's eclipses, because we hear eclipses in and of itself, but you go to 2016, 2017, 2018, they're not on feast days at all. 4 right in a row on feast days. So with that, I think it is next week's show will be real important, and I hope you'll stay tuned for that to see what we can expect to see in the United States. If you want a little taste of it, you can read Isaiah 10 and 11 yourself.